Travis Kelce lost a little credibility with me when he said the best tacos are in KC, and calling them street meat is straight disrespectful. Meanwhile, his brother actually earned points with Hispanic culture by saying what everyone knows: real tacos come from taco trucks. One brother talked himself out of respect the other way, the other one talked his way into it. Yes, super valid. And we talked a little bit about this last week where,
Hmm.
on the Kelsey Brothers podcast, they discussed tacos, and Travis, of course, is going to represent all things Kansas City, but this is just one category. You can't do it. Like,
Yeah.
say you have the best barbecue. I think that's a more valid statement. But
Hmm.
going to tacos, now I haven't been in Kansas City for the taco scene, but spent plenty of years in Los Angeles, where in California altogether, where it's very easy to know where the best tacos come from, at least in the States. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
And, you know, um, Jason Kelce is a big advocate for LA tacos, especially taco trucks. And it's just something that Travis just seemed to be like, taco truck, like, what are you talking about? And as the take says, street meat, it's like, dude, like, it's not roadkill. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
you're not picking up a damn squirrel off the road and grilling it and calling it a day. Like, that's just ridiculous. And clearly he's a complete amateur when it comes to tacos. And
Yeah.
you can hit up plenty of different taco trucks in the state of California, LA in particular, and just think that they're phenomenal. And they'll cost a few bucks. Prices have gone up a little bit, I'm sure, but like,
Yeah.
you're getting like traditional tacos,
Yeah.
not something that's, from what I think Travis likes, a hard shell taco, which is just despicable. You might as well eat that at either Taco Bell or ground some beef in a pot and put a packet of seasoning on it, like a literal packet of seasoning, and put that on it, and then put it on a hard shell taco with cheese. Like, that's just not how it freaking works. Honestly, a taco, in my opinion, shouldn't really have cheese on it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just you go your meat, you go onion, cilantro, lime, and salsas. You name it, and that's perfect.
Yeah.
Um, but like even ground beef, it's like, dude, that's not it's not a taco. And I know for a fact that's what Travis means by tacos. Like,
Yeah.
it's very evident. He likes hard shell, doesn't go for soft tortillas, but Jason honestly knows the game. Arguably maybe the better Kelsey brother at this point in
Yeah.
time. Just kidding. Shout out Travis. We
Yeah.
love Taylor Swift. But it's just don't like you on the Chiefs. Hope you retire, and then we can be,
Yeah.
more friendly. Um, but yeah, altogether, yeah, Jason wins over that tune. Travis falls behind. Shout out Jason. Great work. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he knows what he's talking about. I get that Travis Kelce's gonna bump up Kansas City, but like I said, I just looked up Kansas City, Missouri, where the Chiefs are currently playing. There's only 12.3% Hispanic Latino. That's already such a low
Mm,
number that I can't trust the tacos from there. Might there be some good
yep.
spots? I think there could be, but the one Travis Kelce mentioned with the hard shell, like you mentioned, if I want hard shell tacos, I'm just gonna go to Taco Bell. I'm gonna save myself some money because it's probably cheaper and just as good as those
Yeah.
tacos. I will say there are a few unique places that could make hard shell tacos, but like I say, but they're made out of like the original corn tortillas, handmade tortillas and stuff, and the right meat. Um,
Hmm.
but like I say, the one thing that sort of just threw me off, and I was like, man, you sort of hurt your reputation a bit, is calling it street meat. When he said, it's street
Mm.
meat, it's like, no, man, that's exactly where it comes. It's not street meat. They're not cooking it right on the sidewalk right there. Maybe in Arizona, somewhere in Texas where it's like 110 degrees, you can. But it's like it's a taco truck, It has everything any restaurant does, and like I say, it's just legit. So, him saying that, unfortunate, because credibility, it appreciate him, fan of Taylor, fan of his when he's not on the Chiefs. But that guy should stick to steakhouses and not start talking about tacos.
Yeah, honestly, this might even low key hurt his credibility at a steakhouse.
Hmm.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Two different categories, sure. But, let's just say that they want to offer a steak taco
Yeah.
or I don't know, an appetizer that's a seafood taco. You
Yeah.
know, are we just gonna get like an Ortega taco from like a traditional like Vaughn's
The
and
bots.
throw some shrimp on there and be like, what the hell is this? Like that's honestly where his credibility is right now as
Hmm.
far as the taco game goes because it's downright terrible.
Yeah.
And you're right, you bring up a good point about like you can do a hard shell taco, but it has to be like you said, like handmade tortillas,
Hmm.
folded properly, fried
Yeah.
correctly, and then it can be really good. Because if I remember, they closed down, but there was a really good like taco place in Thousand Oaks, on Thousand Oaks Boulevard in particular.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you remember this place. It's like right there, kind of like midway down Thousand Oaks
Yeah.
Boulevard,
But
off of
like
Herbs.
your friend is the 7-Eleven that was there? Like that
Yes,
in
yes,
with
yes,
the
yes,
new
yes, yes.
developed shopping center? Yeah. I forget what it was called. I think Fidel's one of his family members worked there, and we'd always get the chips there. He'd always get chips
Yeah,
from
yeah.
that place.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
the chips were great. And I remember they made hard shell tacos, but it
Hmm.
tasted a little bit better because you could tell they just made them on the spot.
Yeah.
And I thought that was great. And I think they changed ownerships and, food kind of slipped a little bit and
Yeah.
then they eventually went out of business. But that's where I feel like it's possible.
Hmm.
Tostadas are another thing. Like that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. You have ceviche, or a sope, that's great. But again, you're making it from scratch. Tostadas, you put it
Hmm.
can be pre-made. That's
Yeah.
fine, but it's not a hard shell taco.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Travis. Honestly, this is a huge stay in your lane moment, dude. Like,
Yeah.
just that's not a battle.
Yeah.
Talk cheeseburgers. Get Andy
Yeah.
Reid on. Talk cheeseburgers.
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
they've already done it, but
Talk
that's
buffets.
more of a talk buffets. That's great. Talk what is it? What's Cincinnati's chili? They have a Skyline chili.
Oh yeah.
Skyline chili is very popular
Hmm.
there. I guess people from there live and breathe by it. People not
Yeah.
from there are just like, what the hell is this? And I I don't know. I'd love to try it. Maybe we'll do a tour one day, John, on the show,
Yeah.
and we can try Skyline Chili one day. But I've heard mixed reviews.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm an okay fan with chili. It depends. Um, but
Hmm.
yeah, he needs to stay in his lane. It's funny when you were mentioning Ortega's, I was thinking like, I wonder if this one place has like the tacos that when they made like the taco. I don't know if it's Taco Bell like at the stores, but it was like the flat bottom tacos. I'm like, I can only imagine it's those tacos right there, and I'm just like, man, that is
Yeah.
insane if that's what he has. And like I said, yeah, if he decides to do tacos in a steakhouse, it's gonna be a tough one because, like I said, people are gonna be talking, and if it doesn't come out well, it's not authentic. Like it's not gonna go well for him. And that steakhouse, it's already a very expensive steakhouse. Like not many people could probably go eat there if you're not making that type of money. Because I saw something right now. It's about you got to be ready to spend about $200 a person, which it's getting into a little bit above Mastro's level, so but
Damn.
yeah, it's crazy that he says, you know, Casey has the best tacos, and that's sort of that Casey mindset in the fans, Kansas City Chief mindset where they think they're the best and don't really admit that they're wrong or that they're not that great when they're not that great, and living with that lie and dying with that lie because, like I say, these Kansas City Chiefs fans were saying that they were still going to make the playoffs 2 weeks ago when we were calling it all season that they were out. It's that delusionalness that they're just not ready to accept, and it's just like just be honest with yourself. It's not going to hurt your reputation, oh, pun right there, reputation. But
Yeah, there you go. Very good.
but it's like it's the truth, California, Texas probably has the best tacos. You know,
Hmm.
you can't beat around it. You know, if your city doesn't have a taco truck at all, you can't even be in the top 10 of consideration.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and clearly Travis doesn't even know what the concept of a taco truck is.
Yeah.
Because like clearly they don't have it in Kansas City.
I
Like that's
they,
just and then I
they
guess
might
we could probably rule out Cincinnati.
yeah, they may not even have like food trucks at all if he doesn't know what didn't know what a taco truck was because it's like how do you not know that?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, he seemed totally new to it and he's like, well, "What a truck?" Like, come
Yeah.
on, dude. Like there's no way he hasn't been to LA enough, especially with Taylor.
Yeah.
Does Taylor Swift lose a little credibility with this too? Like, I know, I think she's a baker from what I've heard.
hmm
I heard she's really good at baking and she'll
Yeah.
give, baked goods to friends, stuff like that.
hmm
Maybe that's more of Travis's lane at this point. Maybe that's why he's
Maybe.
playing a little bit worse is, he's eating too many baked goods and,
Maybe. A
you know,
lot of cookies,
likes the cookies.
brownies.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Donuts,
yeah.
because donuts is relevant to their playoff chances this year. So
It is, it is.
big
But
old zero.
yeah, but yeah, just that take, credibility. Kudos to Jason Kelce. He knows his tacos, He could have said Philly. I would have believed Philly more than Kansas City, but Jason Kelce was honest and truthful of exactly where the best tacos are. So shout out to him. Like I say, within this Hispanic community, Jason Kelce got some credibility. I think a lot of people are going to respect him. Travis Kelce lost a little bit, and like I said, especially using the word street meat, it's a bit of an insult to the Hispanic culture and community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Stay in your lane, Travis. You know better. Um, but yeah, LA rules.